upgrade my stats. And we're back! And also, check out my pimped out new look. Right, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Oh. Ow. 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 I will see you in 20 minutes when my health refills. Okay, back again. Didn't need to remember those there. We're pretty much going to be crawling through here, because, yeah, Ash here, he can die. He's not nearly as tough as we are, with our 1 stamina. He's also unarmed, like an idiot, and he won't duck. Even if you have celerity, this place is hard. Because for some reason, these normal humans take an insane amount of damage. And we just got the katana, or as the patch calls it, the shingunto. I have no idea what that means. Ow. Oh shit. Wow, it's a good thing we got fortitude. Yeah, there's no way we can pick this, is there? I think there's just ammo in there. It's not really important. Why is the screen still blue? There we go. I command you to dance, fool! I'm hungry. One of the plus sides to fighting hunters, they have an assload of blood. Yeah, you gotta be pretty smart to go around hunting vampires. Or crazy! Either or. But they do not equal good, as you can see from my shitty aim. Shotgun shooting. I'm just gonna let him keep doing that. While I try to pick off this rifle. Aim too. Rifle. Only really good at range. I think I like aim. Weird. Ow. No, that doesn't hurt, it's just annoying. Okay, we're through most of it. This has gone shockingly well. Man! Did those bolts just fade out of existence? I think the fire goes out. I'm just gonna walk up closer. This is honestly getting a little sad. Ow. I don't think the train actually caused any damage. Yeah, that's the fight. Huh. I remember that being a lot harder. All we gotta do is walk Ash over here, and we're done.
Here, this is for your troubles. You know, I only lived in Hollywood for 10 years. I wonder how long I'll live on in her after I go.
Thanks!
It was as far as I could fall. It was as low as I could go. Way past oblivion to a point only described as -0.
And cut. I'm assuming that was supposed to be from one of his movies. Sadly, we can't go back for that ammo. Oh well. But, hey, we got $500. You can also finish that quest much faster, and with no combat, if you can convince Ash to swap clothes with somebody else in the club. The other character model that I pointed out when we were in there. If you do that, though, you lose humanity. And you might actually get a Masquerade violation, I'm not sure. Now, with that out of the way, now we can go to Vesuvius. Yeah. After I figure out where I am. What are we on ammo? Yeah, we got plenty. Now, you don't want to check how much ammo you have when you're, like, walking around town. People get somewhat upset when you pull out a gun. It just get a little bit ornery. I don't know why. It's like they've never been to LA before. Says the guy who's never been west of the Rockies. Okay, now. Where is it? There. Oh, it's a volcano! I never actually noticed what the logo was. So, yeah, strip club, so gonna need to be, averting some eyes. Yeah, come on. There she is.
Oh, look what just walked in. I can't imagine you'd get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you.
Who are you?
I think we should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves. Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me.
Lead the way. I'm gonna be counting every one of those steps. Liar!
Isn't this better? You and me alone, for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense, and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone.
Let me guess, you want me to do something for you. Just a wild guess, but you're a Toreador, aren't you?
Oh, yes. What gave me away?
The thong.
How absolutely intoxicating for you to notice. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I, and the rest of the Hollywood kindred, have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention.
I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. I'm Velvet. Valor. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me?
What should I ask?
I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about.
As you can see, Velvet here is a lot like Jeanette. Maybe slightly less direct. A tiny bit. By the fact that this is her regular walking around the street outfit. Tell me about your hunter problem. Then we'll get fingers involved.
Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose.
Sorry about the cut there. I had to make sure that I wasn't muted. What do you mean?
For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me.
Maybe I could take care of her.
Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
Let's see. Kill a hunter? You don't have to ask me twice.
You'd really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful.
She's not kidding about the dangerous part.
She works over at the Sin Bin now. Her hair's blonde, on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
Let's see. I understand. I'll take care of the problem. Eventually. I say eventually because we'll actually have to go back to the Sin Bin later, and I kind of want to do it all in one run. Yeah. That's better. Now, let's see. I actually need to check something. Let's see. Hunter. Yeah, I think we can go there now. Now we're headed to one of the more memorable parts of Hollywood. The graveyard. Grrr. Ah! Yeah. Now, you're probably wondering what's so memorable about it. If you are, well, you probably haven't played many video games. This is a horror-themed game in a graveyard. What do you think's gonna happen?
Whoa there, Slick. Might want to think about knocking next time I damn near blew your hat off. Thought you might be a zombie.
You're unarmed.
Who else would be waltzing in here in the middle of the night? Name's Romero. I'm the caretaker here. Well, that is, I don't exactly keep people from getting in, although that is part of my job. No, you see, I'm here to make sure nothing gets out.
I don't think I need to point out the reference of his name, do I?
See, it's like this. Every night round this time for the past, several months now, the dead have been getting up with an itch to stroll down Hollywood Boulevard. Nobody knows why, but they're working on it. Till they figured out they needed a volunteer to patch the problem, and I stepped forward. Problem temporarily solved, the Baron's happy, I get to shoot zombies, and guarantee I get my blood for another month. I've carved out a nice niche here.
Sounds like fun.
You're telling me. As far as I know, I'm the only person around Hollywood who considers marksmanship an art. A lot of the stiffs around here used to be asshole celebrities, too. Bonus. I love my job, what can I say? By the way, hey, you wouldn't be interested in watching the place while I go handle some business, would you? I'm not supposed to leave, or it might end up in a zombie holocaust or something. Like one time these goths snuck in. Ooh, wasn't pretty.
What do I have to do?
I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you should see any zombies in that time, you need to put them down. Now, they're dead. So you're either going to have to hack them up good, or shoot them in the head. Just don't let them bite you.
Why? Do you turn into a zombie if they bite you?
No. Just hurts like a bitch.
Okay. You can either fight the zombies, which, unless you have celerity, I really don't recommend, because it's a lot harder than it sounds. They're not tough, but you have to defend 2 points at, like, opposite ends of the map, and there are a lot of zombies. Or...
Well, I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't know, what kind of business you need to take care of.
Sometimes a man needs the kind of release putting a 44 slug through a zombie's brain doesn't provide. Come on, you're a guy, you understand, right?
I'll save you the trip. I'll bring someone back for you.
Really? You will? Great. I'll just stay here and keep watch. Oh, and FYI, I like them a little, stacked. Appreciate it.
Alternatively, if you're playing a female character and you have a high enough seduction, meaning are not a Nosferatu, you can offer to have sex with him yourself. This skips the quest entirely, I think you still get the XP for it, and turns Romero into a blood doll that you can visit whenever you want. Due to his remote location, that pretty much means never. Let's see here. It's Hollywood, so there should be prostitutes around every corner. There's one.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
Yes, I am, but not for me, for a friend of mine.
Okay, I'll play along. Where's this friend of yours?
He's the caretaker of the cemetery.
No way am I going in there. What kind of freak are you?
I assure you, you'll be perfectly safe.
I don't know why I should believe you. Well, okay. But I'm gonna get really pissed if you turn out to be some psycho murderer. Let's go.
Follow me. Don't worry, I'm not a psycho murderer today. That's for another LP. So yeah, this is by far the easier way to do the quest. Like I said, if you have celerity, it's not much of a problem. It is still kind of a problem, but if you have a high enough celerity, it can be really exhilarating and fun. If you don't, it's a colossal pain in the ass. And if you fail the quest, I think you get a Masquerade violation, and you get no XP. Just a bunch of wasted ammo.
Hey, very nice. What can I give you for the assist?
Actually, you know what? I could use a rifle.
Old Jamie Sue? Personally, I prefer the boomstick, so what the hell? She's all yours. Would you look at the time? Me and, girl here got some couch Olympics to compete in, so if you don't mind.
Have fun. Yeah, you, can't go in for a while. Although, I think you can go in later and try to loot that chest on the ground there. I don't remember what's in it, it's probably not important. What is important... Let's see, I think it's here and to the right. Oh. There. And here we have horror tape. A battered video cassette. The labeling is cheap and worn. Not really. You can barely make out Devil Spawn Flesh Feast 1 and the logo, which looks somewhat like DMP. Where? It appears this tape has changed hands more than a few times. Now, kids, for those of you who don't know what a video cassette is, it's a thing that old people like to watch really old movies on. The kind that you can't get on DVD or streaming. For those of you who don't know what a DVD is, you are way too young to be watching this video. I'm just gonna cut back to Isaac. See you there in a minute. And we're back.
Don't have it, do you?
In fact, I did.
I didn't
Ew.
find this. And I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place.
I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable.
Be forewarned, this part's kind of gross.
Whatever's here may be of use to both of us, however.